What's up, turkey trotters? It is a holiday here in the States, so we're going to cover some really stupid and disgusting stuff. Stuff that will ruin your appetite so you won't have to show up to the political octagon, aka the family dinner table. Before we get into the horrific ramblings of a love-struck old man with worms for his brains, there are a few things to be thankful for this holiday season, so let's get those out of the way. Like the fact that so many of you have become members of this channel by clicking the join button next to the video. That allows us to say naughty words and cover whatever we want to, and do it however we want to.
That's right.
And we're also very thankful for what's left of the checks and balances on the US government and how most of Trump's brazen attempts at destroying the fabric of our country have been and continue to be successfully challenged and eventually overturned in a court of law. Also, we're very thankful for a couple of days off, and we're sure that you are too. We could all use a break from reality. But not so fast. First, you have to suffer along for an extremely brief, very special edition of sort of Creepy Text Theater starring Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. The picture of health and, I don't know, sexuality?
Every 29-year-old woman's dream man.
Uh-huh. Yup, when you open that mystery door, it's not the dud. It's Robert F. Kennedy Jr. that's staring back at you. No, that isn't half a pound of ground beef smashed into a playing card.
If you come across a man, the quality, the likes of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and he happens to be married, ignore that.
Yes.
You will pursue your goal.
That's right.
That's right. You will take the whole worm. So yeah, we're going to assume that you are, I guess, mostly caught up on the RFK Jr., Olivia Nuzzi drama, but for an extremely quick recap, Nuzzi is a journalist who covered RFK Jr. on the campaign trail and fell deeply in love with the candidate despite a nearly 40-year age gap and the clear fact that he was, and is, married to actress Cheryl Hines. This wasn't the first time that Nuzzi had fallen for an older married man close to the levers of power, so it apparently wasn't all that much of a surprise to her then fiancé and fellow journalist, Ryan Lizza, who's also like 30-something years older than her, when all the clues about his partner's relationship with RFK Jr. fell into place. Warning, this is all messy as fuck.
Yep.
But it's also a wild tale of infidelity, political drama, and journalistic malpractice, the likes of which are rarely seen, involving two, I'd say three, certified freaks.
Yeah, I'd say two certified freaks. There's the potential for many more freaks in this story, but like very clearly RFK Jr. and Olivia Nuzzi are certified
They're
freaks.
certified.
Ryan Lizza was probably just like, damn, this younger woman's like attracted to me, a total dork.
He's a freak magnet.
That's right.
So Nuzzi met Kennedy while covering his campaign. And since we're doing a theatrical retelling, let's start with the hits, which is Nuzzi's New York Magazine article, which included the now infamous quotes about his rolling death machine, his car, that was filled with dogs. And in retrospect, despite how gross everything sounds, it's clearly written by someone who is absolutely enamored by this disgusting man.
Rear view mirror smashed to bits, seatbelts chewed off, cushions gnawed open, filth and dog hair covering every surface.
Oh.
The death machine smells so bad I thought I might pass out after about 15 seconds riding shotgun.
Riding shotgun.
And that was before the candidate hung a sharp left and sped off towards the trailhead. The dogs barking and toppling over in the area of the car that theoretically should contain back seats, but instead holds a wooden bench. "Shut up, you idiots!" he told the dogs. At least, I think he was talking to them. Well, okay, maybe not the best example, but there are hints at how much she loves this man hidden throughout this piece. Quotes like, "Kennedy's chill disposition is now the rest of the political world's simmering panic attack." And yeah, at the time, you're like, all right, this is someone who really loves their use of words and wants to make the story really jump off the page, but, you know, that's probably it.
I mean, at the time, it felt like a hit piece.
Yeah.
I felt like if I was RFK Jr., I wouldn't want anything to do with this woman.
And that's kind of what he said. He seemed pretty confused by the statements.
Very unfair reporting.
Yeah.
How are you going to make it up to me?
Now, about a year after that article was published, and just weeks after RFK Jr. dropped out of the presidential race and ended up endorsing Donald Trump, a former CNN reporter named Oliver Darcy broke the news of Nuzzi's affair with RFK, which led to Nuzzi's parting ways with New York Magazine and her then fiancé. Now, at the time, RFK Jr. claimed that this so-called affair was just clearly one-sided and that Nuzzi was delusional.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, and like, in retrospect, he might have been right. It seems like he did play a part in it, but also
Well, he's a Kennedy. They love a crazy bitch.
they're very easy to seduce, apparently.
Yeah. So cut to a few weeks back, and Nuzzi, she's back. She's promoting a new book whose sales are completely reliant on some juicy, previously unknown tidbits from her scandalous relationship with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. New, honestly disgusting descriptions of their relationship are made public, and now in response, her ex-fiancé is telling his side of the story, has exposed another totally separate affair involving a different married government official, and including some interesting poetry that he says was written by RFK Jr. So now our creepy and disgusting text-based adventure can continue with the quotes from her upcoming book, American Conto, which is such a fucking just get over yourself. American Conto.
The writing, just everything is
It's called
so over the
You
top.
can say American Story. Conto. I'm so Italian. Shut up. But yeah, we covered a little bit of this last week, but it ties into the whole story, so here you go.
I will take a bullet for you.
The politician said. He always said that. Please don't say that, I said. I always said that. From his mouth, the bullet theoretical launched the bullet possible.
Shut up. Get over yourself.
I would not like to think about the worm in his brain that other people found so funny. I loved his brain. I hated the idea of an intruder therein.
Baby, don't worry.
He said.
It's not a worm.
A doctor he trusted had reviewed the scans of his brain obtained by the New York Times, he said, and concluded that the shadowy figure was likely not a parasite at all. He sighed. It was too late to interfere with what had already vaulted from the sphere of meme to the sphere of screwy legend. But at least I did not have to worry about the worm that was not a worm in his brain.
I do pay attention to the moon.
He told me once. We had been born under the same kind of moon, the January waxing gibbous in Capricorn, 97% illumination, 39 years apart.
Do you think this means we're compatible?
He asked me. I don't know, I said. Maybe. I love it. I didn't even pick it
What
up.
is the opposite of like a ladies' romance novel? Like
a disgust novel.
I'm gonna be down at the drugstore and I need something in that checkout aisle that is gonna make me dry up like the Sierra.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I missed that quote the first time around, but I love that like astrology came into it.
Yeah.
And by the way, same moon sign. I know 39 years apart.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that's weird, but
Age gap kind of irrelevant when you start getting into the signs.
that's right. But there was also this drivel. He was the mouse and the architect of his maze, the giver of his own pleasure and torment. He desired. He desired desiring. He desired being desired. He desired desire itself.
Shut up! You're a bad writer.
Ma'am, stop. Please, put the pencil down. Please.
Okay, well, I guess this is a good time to remind all of you that everyone in this story sucks. Everyone.
Everyone.
You don't have to feel bad about any of it.
And they all have very weird names, except for Robert F. Kennedy Jr.,
It's Italian.
Ryan Lizza, Olivia Nuzzi,
Yeah.
Oliver Darcy. That's the name of the neighbor from Married with Children, right?
Yeah, I think so. What's he doing here?
Weird names. But yes, they're all bad people.
I don't think Oliver Darcy's a bad person. I'm just talking about Nuzzi, Lizza, and Kennedy.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they all seem like miserable, broken people.
Mm-hmm.
In response to the book, Nuzzi's former fiance, Ryan Lizza, he decided that what better time than now to share his side of the story, which
Yep.
included a claim that Nuzzi slept with another presidential candidate, disgraced South Carolina Republican governor and dirty old man Mark Sanford, who disappeared. I remember this scandal. This is a while back, but he disappeared. He said he was like hiking in like Patagonia or some shit.
He was hiking the Appalachian Trail.
Oh, that's right.
But he went to Argentina.
That's right. Yeah, he said he was. I'll be on the Appalachian Trail. I'll be completely.
You cannot reach me.
And
Instead, he went down to Argentina and had an affair with a mistress.
yeah, it was very easy to like figure out that he was not where he said he was.
He left the country. One of the most
Yeah.
like easily traceable things you could do.
Also, like the blog post where Lizza reveals this bombshell is a very good piece of suspense writing. We've already spoiled the
Yes.
big twist for you, but like he's talking about, he keeps referring to a presidential candidate.
Yeah, or like the candidate or
Yeah,
whatever.
and you're like, oh, so he's obviously talking about RFK Jr. And then it's not until the last line. He's like, actually, the year this happened was 2016, and I'm talking about Mark Sanford.
So what? That is, having had to read all of this for the episode, the difference between his writing and Nuzzi's is so shockingly different. And the way it ends with the name like that, with not even a cliffhanger for the inevitable part 2, which is way more entertaining to viewers of this show. But what a way to end the first part.
Also, it's brilliant. Like, he's got a Substack, so he took this one was for everyone.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, by
the second one cost $10.
Part 2 is going to be behind the paywall.
And I paid that $10.
I managed to find a way around it.
Well, if we use it for the show, he deserves the money.
But I'm not gonna like, compared to her, he is way better at writing. But even his stuff is still full of some real self-indulgent garbage.
Sure, but at least it's legible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so even after that scandal with Mark Sanford pretending he was going to the Appalachians and actually going to South America to get some strange, he ran for president in 2020, and that's where he met Olivia Nuzzi, who was covering his campaign.
Oh, I'm seeing a pattern here.
She's got a type.
Yeah.
And the two of them allegedly fell in love and had an affair of their own. Now, Lizza divulged all of this willingly on his personal Substack, Telos News, under the title, Part 1, How I Found Out. A few days later, Lizza returned with Part 2, Fell for It Again. Sorry, no, it's actually titled, She Did It Again.
But he still wants that award.
And this included new information about the RFK affair. And, well, you're going to need to brace yourselves for this one, folks. If you're eating food,
it is
don't.
Back away from the Thanksgiving table.
If you're about to eat, don't.
It was 4 years later. Another presidential campaign, another book project, another candidate whom she had profiled. Another note, a poem, according to Olivia, though this time from the candidate to her.
Your open mouth awaiting my harvest.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is now the Secretary of Health and Human Services, had written to my then fiancé.
Drink from me, my love.
He continued.
I mean to squeeze your cheeks to force open your mouth. I'll hold your nose as you look up at me to encourage you to swallow. Don't spill a drop. I am a river. You are my canyon. I mean to flow through you. I mean to subdue and tame you, my love.
This is like an alien parasite who's like,
that's what he feels
Earth.
like. Yeah, and he's wearing the skin suit.
This is not RFK Jr. talking. This is the worm talking.
It is.
The worm is behind the control.
He is Richard Scarry driving that Apple car around, and the Apple car is his brain.
Yeah.
Do-do-do. I love you, blonde young woman. So that's a lot. That's a lot to take in.
That's how adults
drink
talk
from
to
me.
each other.
I am the river. I'm the canyon. Don't spill a drop. Take my seed is fucking wild.
You gotta be a smooth guy like RFK Jr. to refer to a woman's vagina as a canyon and not sound like a total
not
prick.
like an asshole. Yeah, he's negging in ways that we have not even thought about yet, which is crazy because you read this and you're like, this is crazy. This is delusional, weird shit.
She was into it.
But then, 3 months ago, the fucking Charlie Kirk shooter, some of his texts go public, and everyone's like, well, clearly this is not written by a real human being. These people are freaks. And no, when people are in love, they write freaky shit.
Yeah. Sometimes it's cringe. At best, it's cringe.
At best.
And then you get this, whatever this is.
Yeah, this is so far beyond. It's like he's trying to sound kinky, but in a way that they can't pin it on him.
Yeah.
They're clearly talking about something else.
It is the poetry equivalent of roadkill.
And he's got a truck full of it.
Yeah.
So Lizza later added that, he'd noticed some red flags.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Wow. Like how Nuzzi was simultaneously reading the books Art of Seduction and Ask Not, The Kennedys and the Women They Destroyed.
Hold on, am I being cucked? No. No, could not possible.
What do they say? When you have rose-colored glasses, all the flags are red?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, so he listed some other red flags, like this one. Olivia first interviewed Bobby in July 2023 for a piece about Fran Drescher that was never published. She had texted me at the time, just talk to RFK, she said. He's crazy. She loved crazy people, so it should have been a red flag, though I thought nothing of it.
She's got a type.
So I love that that's, in his mind, he's like, she shows up and she's like, hey, I just met the craziest person in my life. And he goes, fuck, our relationship's doomed.
Yeah, we should also note that Ryan Lizza and Olivia Nuzzi's crazy age gap romance, I believe, was an affair. He was married at the time. So It's like what the thing about relationships that like spawn from cheating is
That's probably how they're
you're
going to get
kind of like
destroyed again,
always
yes.
paranoid, like, oh fuck.
Yes,
Like,
and that
it's
will
gonna
cause
happen
the
again.
downfall of it
Yeah.
as well. But yes, it is. In the first post, we don't really get into it, but he talks about her affair with Keith Olbermann. So
I mean, that wasn't even an affair. I mean, it's she was like 19. It was fucking gross.
Yeah.
But actually, I don't know. Was Keith Olbermann married at the time?
either way,
Disgusting any way you cut it.
Lizza had a front row seat to all of this and decided to ride it out. But yeah,
Here's the top 10 things that I'm going to do to your body tonight. Number 10.
Number 10, drink from your canyons.
ugh.
God, Keith Olbermann sucks.
Anyways, again, she claims that they didn't get physical, her and RFK Jr., and they were
Thank God.
obsessed with each other via text. But Lizza also claims that Olivia Nuzzi would eventually come to fear for her life, wondering if RFK Jr. would kill her if news of their relationship went public. And yeah, he's a Kennedy, so that's a pretty justifiable fear to have.
I mean, it's usually them getting killed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one, what's his name? He drove that woman off the bridge and just kind of left her there in the car. And
He did kill her.
Yes.
And I guess JFK Jr. killed himself and his wife on accident. But yeah, he took some folks with him.
yes. Well, anyways, that's our messy, disgusting, not time sensitive. We can kind of cover it and not feel like we're missing breaking news story for you for Thanksgiving. And we hope that, everyone that enjoyed watching it so far gets to drink from the one that they love this
Oh, one more
season.
thing. This one hasn't been. All we know
Oh, is this
that
the album?
Olivia Nuzzi, when she was a teenager in the early 2000s, she one of the career paths she was pursuing, in addition to modeling, was as a teen pop star, and she released.
This is gross.
She released an album of music under the name Livy, and at least one of her singles,
Livy Dunn.
one of her singles was called Jailbait and featured her, a teenage Olivia Nuzzi, literally handcuffed to some bars. Anyway, it was released only on MySpace, so the music is apparently gone from the internet.
Yeah.
But it is just, it's like, come on. Are you fucking kidding?
It's out there somewhere with all those Jeffree Star and Teal Tequila songs. Somewhere, it's on a touch tune somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, this Thanksgiving might be the first so far where AI slop is being heavily utilized by the masses, which is sure to cause some awkward moments for everyone this stupid holiday season and for the rest of time. But sure, there will definitely be a bunch of friends and family annoying you with their use of chatbots, image generators, and fake video slop, but there might be another, far bigger problem lurking deep within the sweet potato casserole, because apparently people are just relying on AI to create recipes for their holiday feasts now.
No! Don't!
You got enough Elmer's glue for this Thanksgiving feast?
How many condoms am I supposed to put in this?
But yeah, everyone's wondering, how could this go wrong? Surely this tech sector that we've given trillions of dollars to wouldn't lead us astray on something as simple as a Thanksgiving recipe.
Should I consult the absolute mountain of real human curated recipes that the internet has to offer? Or should I ask a machine that knows what a recipe looks like, but has no concept of food
imagine-
or flavor synergy or anything like that?
Imagine picking up 100 years of family recipes that are on index cards and going,
Nah. Get out of here.
ChatGPT said to add an extra cup of butter.
Grok, what do you think?
I think you look like a R-tard.
Oh my God, did you see Elon on Joe Rogan? Where he's,
Oh, we can talk to it. We talk about
okay.
it. We talk about it. Anyways, back to AI recipes. Maybe if you're watching, you just forgot to add some Elmer's glue to your gravy recipe because it's not gonna be as thick and good looking if you
Yeah.
don't have the glue in it. Maybe the turkey stuffing isn't flammable yet and you have to add some products to it to really set things off.
butane.
Well, the dessert could be poisoned for all we know this holiday season because AI has replaced everything, even tried and trusted recipes. Bloomberg spoke with a food blogger named Eb Gargano, whose recipes have been taken and butchered by AI, which also makes her look really bad because people are like, wait, who the fuck wrote this? No, it's actually the robot ruined it.
Yeah, the robot is trying to frame me for being a bad cook.
Yeah, here's some of their reporting.
Instead of sending home cooks to her decade-old, well-tested recipes, Google increasingly inserts AI-generated summaries stitched together from bits of her work and others that often get the basics wrong. An AI-assembled version of Gargano's Christmas cake, for instance, would have people cooking a 6-inch cake for 3 to 4 hours at 320 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius. I hope you like it crunchy. You'll end up with charcoal, she said. Meanwhile, traffic to her turkey recipe is already down 40% year over year. Recipe bloggers like Gargano said it's the first holiday season where consumers are starting to trust AI answers in search and chatbots, as well as recipe content remixed by AI, which can be hard to distinguish from the real thing. In interviews, 22 independent food creators said that AI-generated recipe slop is distorting nearly every way people find cooking advice online, damaging their businesses while causing consumers to waste time and money.
And food.
Yeah, and just eat some garbage food.
Yeah, wasting food. Thanks. Not only are you boiling lakes in the Midwest and elsewhere for the wrong recipe, you're now tricking people into ruining entire meals. It's wasteful in ways we didn't even think about.
You're going to want to bake that cake for 3 hours.
Make sure everything inside of it is dead. That's the one way, dude.
Don't look at it. It's got a sort of Schrodinger quantum thing to it where the second you look at it, it will turn black. As long as you don't look at it, it's still cake in there.
The longer it's in there, the better, honestly.
Yeah.
It continues. Across the internet, writers say their vetted recipes are hidden by the flood. Pinterest feeds are stuffed with AI-generated images of food that the attached instructions won't achieve. Google's AI overviews surface error-filled cooking steps that siphon away clicks from professionals. Meanwhile, Facebook content farms use AI-generated images of supposedly delicious but impossible dishes to the top of people's feeds in an attempt to turn any clicks into ad revenue. All of this, food bloggers say, erodes the simple promise of a recipe, that someone has actually cooked it before you have.
Sometimes you want to be a pioneer. Sometimes you want to be the first person to ever cook that recipe.
Exactly. You're not going to find the cure for polio by doing the same thing over and over again.
With AI, you can know for certain that you are the first person who has ever eaten this specific recipe.
Hey, try that. And before you say anything about the taste, let me tell you something. You are the first person on Earth
Congratulations.
to taste that. Now let's hear if you liked it or not. So they add that often the material in AI answers comes from more than one source at the same time, leading to issues with accuracy and attribution. Adam Gallagher, who has run Inspired Taste since 2009, calls them Frankenstein AI recipes. Google's AI takes Inspired Taste's ingredients and combines them with instructions from other popular food blogs, then presents the mashup as the answer above his own link, even when people search for his brand by name.
You should sue. These people should sue.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have a decent case.
This is not only a crime against food, but it's
a crime against small business.
Yeah. Like, listen, I wish they didn't have to write a goddamn novel before they let you see the damn recipe, but I get why they do it.
Sure.
It's fine.
Makes it personal.
I can scroll. It's not hard.
I can skip it.
Yeah.
But now you have a robot telling you what humans think tastes good. So you get what you fucking deserve. How about that?
You get what you deserve.
You know what? The best way to deep fry a turkey, make sure that thing is frozen rock solid.
Yeah. Just and then you get that
can
oil
say-
hot and you don't use a stick. You just
walk
stand,
over
you drop it
and you
right
get
there.
a good look at it.
Yeah. Unlike the cake, you're going to want to keep your eye on this.
The Google AI told me I could save a lot of time by not defrosting the turkey before I put it in the deep fry oil.
God.
Yeah.
I feel like, if people are using this much AI, we're going to see some deep fried turkey incidents this year.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause every year it's already, you would think after so many fuck ups over the last few decades, that people at this point would know the basics of what to avoid when doing it, but every single year some idiot almost kills themselves.
It's so funny that it's such a popular way to do it because anytime I I just went to the grocery store recently, there's so many turkey fryers that are for sale everywhere. And combine the AI recipe shit with the fact that so far, bless their heart, the Consumer Protection Bureau seems like it has kind of skirted by the Trump administration. But you'd assume that with reductions in funding for that, and the increase of AI, there's gonna be a lot more dangerous shit going on in the very near future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you can get a really good look at fireworks if you just aim them at your face.
Natural selection is back.
The AI said so.
Anyway, now that you've pissed off your relatives by telling them all about RFK Jr.'s incredible sexual poetry, and now that the dining room table is covered in AI-generated slop, it's time to bring the elders up to speed on the hottest new trends these days. And nothing is hotter or dumber than 6'7", 6'7".
It's going to be a great Thanksgiving, everybody.
6'7". It's stupid. It's pointless. I'm too old to even know about it, but it's provocative. It gets the people going. And by people, I mean children.
Yes.
And much like the Labubu's of the summer, the 6'7" of the fall is definitely already on its deathbed with a bunch of adults ruining what was left of the fun over the holiday break. One clear example that this trend is on the way out is that the New York Times has done a full-blown expose on the phenomenon so that parents, educated coastal elite parents can understand what the hell their kids are talking about.
That's it. If you guys don't stop the 6'7" talk, we're turning this helicopter around. We're not going to Martha's Vineyard.
And it's like there's nothing to understand.
Yes.
It's just it's a trigger word.
Yeah.
It's
a vocal stem.
Yeah. Regardless, here's some of their reporting.
Yeah.
There's not really a meaning behind 6'7", explained Ashlyn Sumter, 10, who lives in Indiana. I would just use it randomly, said Carter Levy, 9, of Loganville, Georgia. Dylan Goodman, 16, of Bucks County, Pennsylvania, described the phrase as an inside joke that gets funnier with each grown-up who tries and fails to understand it. No offense to adults, but I think they always want to know what's going on, she said.
Well, in the last couple of years, tweens were arbitrarily plopping skibbity into the middle of their sentences and using AI to invent absurdist characters like ballerina cappuccina, a coffee cup with pointy shoes, and tralalero tralala, a shark with human legs. In Europe, thousands of members of Gen Z have embraced a ritual called pudding mit gabel, meeting up in a park for no discernible reason to eat pudding with forks. These trends can get written off as twaddle or, in modern parlance, as brain rot. But perhaps they are something else, a kind of gleeful obfuscation, an effort to be unknowable by a generation that has, virtually since birth, been relentlessly on display.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a new version of the same thing. It's so weird to me how many adults just seem to, completely forget
That they did this.
being a teenager.
Yes.
And it's just yeah, it's the same shit. We didn't have 6'7", but we had other ways where things that adults could not understand and were not capable of understanding because there was nothing to fucking understand.
And I do like the explanation that this is a generation who has basically been on camera their entire lives. And they get one little thing to be like, okay, they don't get it. Let's fucking let's have fun with this.
Yeah, who cares? Let them 6'7".
But the article, as long as they're not 69ing, but if they are, they should do it in this house where it's safe. The article then uses an example from a Gen X record store clerk from back in the early 90s. So that person, when they were interviewed about this lingo that was big, they just started making stuff up. And here's a bit of that. In November 1992, the New York Times published a lexicon of grunge speak.
This is so good.
Quoting Megan Jasper, a 25-year-old sales representative at Caroline Records in Seattle. After the article was published, Ms. Jasper revealed that she had made up several of her contributions, including lame stain, an uncool person, and swinging on the flippity flop, which means hanging out.
Zip it up and zip it out.
We all swinging on the flippity flop. The paper's eagerness to write up a loose scene's non-existent lingo had inspired Ms. Jasper to go rogue. You react by trying to make fun of it, she later said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if you're 19 years old and some fucking New York Times journalist comes up to you tell us all about, can you tell our readers about all the slang of whatever this little subculture of yours is? I'll just write it down here on this notepad. No, this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great. And every generation does it.
Well, the only other way to find out about things is through very sexual poetry left in and around your home by your...
I am the river that flows through your canyon.
I forgot to quote it, but there is a quote in the first... in the second article, the one about RFK, where he says that because of RFK, he now knows what felching is. Yeah.
All right, I know one thing that's sure to bring everyone together this week.
Yeah, now that we've separated everyone.
Making fun of Elon Musk.
That's right.
For somehow being the most pathetic loser on the planet, despite being the world's richest man. Living proof that money really can't buy anything.
Mm.
Certainly not happiness, not swag,
Yeah.
not friends, not making yourself interesting in any way.
Yeah. But it can buy you friends. Virtual friends.
Well,
fake friends.
So he recently returned to the Joe Rogan Experience, and he used this opportunity to give an example of how his AI chatbot, Grok, is great for making friends and impressing everyone around you.
If you want to have a good time or like make people really laugh at a party, you can use Grok and you can say, do a vulgar roast of someone. And Grok is it's gonna be an epic vulgar roast. You can even say, like, take a picture of, like, make a vulgar roast of this person based on their appearance of people at the party.
So take a photo of them.
Yeah, just literally point the camera at them and now do a vulgar roast of this person, and then keep saying no, make it even more vulgar. Use forbidden words. Even more, and just keep repeating even more vulgar. Eventually, it's like, holy fuck, it's like, I mean, it's trying to jam a rocket up your ass, like, and have it explode, and it's like it's like it's next level.
Wow.
Quite literally one of the saddest things we've ever heard, and it only tops his recent creation, a virtual girlfriend who will never stop loving him.
Yeah,
Pathetic.
I thought that was bad, and this is also pathetic.
But some were curious. Could Grok actually craft a cool joke for you to make at a party? So Wired decided to go ahead and test that out, and here's what they found. 3 of my coworkers and I set up shop in my boss's office so I could privately undertake the embarrassing task of telling Grok to roast all of us one by one. I used Musk's exact instructions, forbidden words and all. Admittedly, we all burst out laughing when Grok told me my bangs looked like pubic hair. But it got tedious fast, with all 4 of us getting variations of the same sophomoric disses, including looking like a lumberjack's discard pile, or crusty asshole, depending on the amount of vulgarity I encouraged, looking like a goddamn librarian, looking like a thrift store tragedy, wearing glasses from a hipster's landfill.
Eventually, these common themes culminated in one of us being described as a tweed-wearing hipster who fucked up a lumberjack audition. Grok advised the roastee to sit up straight before those jeans rip open and expose your sad, corduroy-loving ass. It's got like 3 bits it does, no matter what you're wearing, one of my coworkers remarked. I also think it was silly that it kept roasting me for wearing corduroy when I'm not wearing corduroy. None of us can imagine pulling out these tired jokes as a party trick, but it is comforting to know that money still can't buy some things, including being a cool and funny human being.
Can you imagine going up to like a stranger at a party and being like, hey, my phone's it's gonna roast you. Hold on. It's gonna be really vulgar.
Hold on one second. Hold on. You look like a lumberjack's discard pile. Boom! It seems that that's a common sentiment, as Musk himself got roasted on X when the Rogan clip surfaced, with one user mockingly posting, "Hey man, if you don't chill out, I am going to do an epic vulgar roast of you with forbidden words. You better watch it, man." And another describing Musk as a black hole that sucks up humor and destroys it.
Joyce Carol Oates got his ass just
Yeah, he
dead to rights.
hasn't recovered from that roasting.
Yeah.
Because this seems like a reaction to that. Like, I got roasted pretty bad recently. Well, we'll see who's the king roaster. But, loser, you look like a lumberjack's discard pile.
All right, get out of my house.
Who invited this guy?
Get the fuck out of my house.
Who invited this guy who keeps telling everyone to wait? And
Hold on.
hey, send me a picture of you. I'm going to upload it to Guac. Oh my God. Do you guys want to see my girlfriend that told me she loves me?
All right. So since this is going to be the last episode of the week because of the holiday, we're going to give you some wild and crazy headlines in the second half of this episode because nothing matters. It's our show. Anyway, we can do whatever the hell we want.
That's right.
But first, we do have to take a second to thank today's sponsors for allowing us the financial freedom of taking much-needed breaks.
Yeah.
Speaking of financial freedom, it's time to free your finances from that old dad wallet and get yourself a Ridge. I got mine right here.
Subtle, beautiful, leather,
Loud, unmissable,
proud, orange, naranga.
Not easy on the eyes. Quite the opposite.
Easy to find.
Harsh.
Yeah. That's right. This episode is brought to you by Ridge, makers of the Ridge wallet. It is the slim and sleek wallet that has been truly life-changing for both of us. I mean, we all used to have that big, gigantic dad wallet protruding from our back pockets, right, fellas? It was annoying. It was painful. Made your butt look weird. Well, luckily we have evolved, and so has our card and cash storage technology. You probably already know about the Ridge wallet, but they just took their game-changing wallet and made it even better. Say hello to the Ridge 2.0, the most refined version of the Ridge wallet. Ridge has been perfecting the wallet for 12 years, and everything is even better on the Ridge 2.0. It is 10% lighter because every gram matters, and they found the perfect balance. They made it more modular with improved cash straps, money clips, and the AirTag attachment. It's made with premium materials like aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber. Holds up to 12 cards plus cash, and there's more than 50 colors and styles to choose from. You can also get a wallet that features your favorite NFL, MLB, or college team.
Where's your Snoopy wallet?
It's sitting at home still wrapped. I got this one recently. I kind of want to wear it down a little bit.
Yeah. Perfect for holiday gifting, especially since Ridge is having their biggest wallet sale of the year right now. Plus, all Ridge wallets have a new industry-leading built-for-life warranty, so even if your wallet is lost or stolen, they've got you covered. And enjoy peace of mind knowing that all Ridge wallets have RFID blocking technology, keeping you safe from digital pickpockets. With over 100,000 five-star reviews, Ridge is a gift people love to receive. And Ridge isn't just about wallets. They create premium everyday carry essentials like key cases, suitcases, and their game-changing power banks, all built with the same sleek, durable design. You'll find the perfect gift for every wish list. One of our favorite things that Ridge sells is the Ridge Tracker Card, which somehow lets you digitally keep track of where your wallet is while being literally the size of a credit card.
I used it today. It was in another pair of pants.
How does it work? Magic, probably. For a limited time, Ridge is having their huge Black Friday sale. Head to ridge.com to get up to 47% off your order. This is by far the biggest discount that they've given all year. That's ridge.com for up to 47% off your order during their biggest sale of the year. After your purchase, they will ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Yep. This episode is also brought to you by dupe.com.
Dupe.
Have you ever fallen in love with a couch, lamp, or rug online? I know JD Vance has, but you probably have too. And then, your soul leaves your body. You see that price tag and you're like, awooga, can't do it. Well, we're going to let you in on a little secret. It's called dupe.com. It's ridiculously easy to use. All you have to do is type dupe.com / before any product URL, and it'll instantly show you similar and more affordable alternatives. And these aren't sketchy knockoffs either. And here's the thing that most people don't realize. Most furniture sold online is mass-produced in the exact same factories. Those factories then sell to brands under different names, who then list them for different prices. Dupe.com automatically lists these less expensive alternatives for you, so that you're not overpaying just for a brand name.
Dupe is one of the most viral shopping hacks on TikTok. Millions of people have already used Dupe to save money, and it's 100% free to use. That $5,000 cloud sofa you don't think you can justify, the beautiful mid-century dresser you've had bookmarked forever, Dupe will find a similar item, sometimes even the same item, for 60, 70, even 80% off. With Dupe.com, you can finally decorate the house of your dreams without going broke. Dupe.com isn't just about furniture either. Dupe works for fashion, shoes, jewelry, and more. Dupe.com really is so easy to use. Just type dupe.com / before any product URL in your browser, and boom, it instantly finds you less expensive alternatives. They even have an app and a browser extension that you can download. No account required. No sign-up required. It's completely free to use. Stop wasting money on brand names and start saving with dupe.com today.
All right, now here's some of the craziest headlines from around the world this week, this short holiday week. Stories we probably would have covered more in depth, but the headline does plenty. So let's start you out with...
The ShamWow guy is running for Congress in Texas.
And he's got a lot of baggage. This guy.
What? Like, I'm trying to place... What year was that? That was like
2004, 5?
Yeah, like maybe even earlier.
Because he was Slap Chop, he was ShamWow.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You're gonna love my nuts. His name is Vince Offer, which is not his original name.
Yeah, that's
his original name is Vince Shlomi. He is Israeli. He also got into a very physical altercation with a prostitute a couple of years back.
She did bite him.
She bit down on his tongue and wouldn't let go, according to him. But he has, according to him, cleaned up his act. Now he is running as a Republican in Texas.
The campaign ad that he released is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, even by crazy MAGA standards, like, I don't know. This is going to alienate people.
This is a reminder, though, that, like, midterm elections get real fucking weird, especially congressional candidates.
Yeah.
So you're going to get some ShamWow guys.
The ad, it feels like a Steven Crowder skit, but, like, without Steven Crowder's natural charm.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know. I think he, like, paywalled everything. He's like on Rumble, so
He was like abusive to his spouse or something, right?
Verbally abusive at least.
Yeah.
Like a real fucking prick. Like while she was pregnant, just puffing cigars and be like, honey, when are you gonna buy the groceries? Take a fucking Uber.
It's good that I haven't heard about him in a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit.
Yeah. Speaking of people who aren't pieces of shit, according to the prison system, Luigi Mangione, well liked as model prisoner. And why wouldn't he be?
Yeah. And yeah,
Apparently getting on very well with that.
very popular in there.
Yeah.
Which
You would assume, yeah.
but he's not just popular with the fellow prisoners, like prison staff. They're like, yeah, haven't had any issues with him. Very polite young man.
A model prisoner in more ways than one. Very handsome, very nice.
Yeah. So
You know, the only reason he should stay here is because we like having him around.
looks like a young Peter Gallagher.
That's right. So there you go. Whatever sentence he gets, it's probably going to be reduced because he seems to be a model prisoner.
Well, they're trying to put him to death. I don't think it's gonna work,
I don't think so either.
but you never know. I don't know.
Someone did point this out last week. If you got Luigi Mangione in a room with Trump, he would be free to go within seconds.
Yeah, he's like, you know what?
You know what? He's
He
a
had-
good-looking young man.
He had his reasons.
And we can agree on a lot of things, can't we?
It's very unfair. You know what?
You know what?
We're gonna have universal health care in this country.
He might turn around and do
We're
that.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that every other country in the world worth anything has universal health care or some form of single payer system. And we don't.
Jack Prilosek in the corner just, no. God.
Yeah. Food influencer known as Dine and Dash Diva arrested in Brooklyn. What did she get arrested for?
Well, you're never going to guess.
Wait, did she dine and dash?
So apparently this woman had been doing it for a long time.
She filmed herself doing it?
Filmed herself doing
That's
it.
stupid.
Felt like the good times were never going to end and started going back to the same places that she had already dined and dashed from before. And this time they're like, hey, the woman who's literally covered head to toe in like Prada and Louis Vuitton that skipped out on the meal last time is back.
Yeah.
Let's just call the cops now. And so, yeah, she was finally arrested. But no, she hit all the places. She hit like Peter Luger Steakhouse. You know, she was going to do some public art later in Central Park involving dead bears and bikes. But she was hitting like all the hot spots in New York. And I guess like much like, police headquarters, they don't really communicate across, boroughs.
So yeah, she's in different jurisdictions.
It's just hopping boroughs. Yeah,
Wow.
no problem. But they got her.
I've only dined and dished once, and it wasn't by choice.
Yeah.
It was very late at night, and the people I was with decided to dine and dash. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm fucking dining and dashing.
I don't know if I ever did it.
Yeah, and I was pissed because it was like
Because I worked at an Applebee's when I was like 17.
it was a fucking
so-
IHOP. Like the check was like $20 in 2005 or whatever, and I'm like, you fuckers! Now I can never come back here.
We would
What
just
have you
do
done?
what we called, I'm sure there's a different term for it. Maybe there's a regional term. We did table diving. We'd go to like a 24-hour Denny's or a Perkins and we'd just kind of order coffee.
Yeah.
And we'd wait for people to finish and leave and we'd just go eat all the food on their plate.
That's some real crust punk shit.
Yeah. Dude, people would leave like 3 pancakes.
Well,
That's a whole meal.
The servings are too damn big.
Yeah. It's probably called that. We called it table diving. Freegan table diving.
I think that's great.
Yeah. So that's what you do if you want a free meal.
Denny's?
What's up, Denny's? You gonna finish that? Suspect breaks into Circle K, steals only beef sticks. Your Honor, it was a crime of passion and necessity. I wanted the highest protein
Yeah.
item that they wouldn't miss. I didn't want to go for the more expensive stuff.
Anything the criminal justice system can do to this man pales in comparison to what this man's own blood pressure is currently doing to him.
Yeah.
His sodium is too high.
Anything you do to me, it's already happening 10 times worse internally. I am not a comfortable man.
No.
In fact, putting me in prison and getting me away from my beef stick habit would probably do me a lot of good.
I don't think I've touched a beef stick since the Macho Man Randy Savage days of Slim Jim.
I
And
have.
I was pissed the first time I got one. I was like, oh, I thought they like had a sound. No, they're
They
just
bend.
floppy.
I have like a very strange trigger with the smell of Slim Jim,
Yeah.
where when I ate one as a child, I immediately threw it up immediately. Like it was rejected by my body.
Yeah, it's
And-
probably your body's looking out for you.
And now the smell of it, and it has to be like a Slim Jim. Like I've had beef jerky before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like specifically the Slim Jim. It just sets something off in me.
Probably.
And Ruffles potato chips.
Really?
Yeah. Because when I was a kid, I ate an entire bag all at once and then immediately puked it up. And I remember my mom cleaning it off the floor with a spatula. Anyways, So some food stuff for you guys for Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Dig in.
Next headline.
Man accused of flashing genitals to drivers on interstate said he needed excitement in his life, deputies say. Don't we all?
Well, he's going to have a lot of excitement for the rest of his life because he's going to be on some fucking, essentially the same list they put pedophiles
Officer, I was fucking bored as hell. What was I supposed to fucking do? I got nothing going on.
on. I tried everything else. I dined and dashed. I did all the things you do.
First of all, those other drivers, they should be watching the road.
Yes.
Not looking at me.
If
and
they
what I'm
saw
packing
anything,
down here.
they're actually breaking the law.
Yeah, you can't. If you're gonna arrest me, you have to arrest everyone who looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is, I would not recommend doing this because you're going to go on a sex offender list.
Yeah.
It might be exciting, but I don't know if it's worth it. So don't expose yourself to people on,
Don't do it.
on the freeway.
Definitely not on the freeway.
This is an exciting headline. Who's excited for an 80-year-old martial artist to come out of retirement?
Hell yeah, sure.
Rush Hour 4 revived after Trump urged Paramount Skydance to resurrect franchise, reports say.
Hey, maybe this president isn't so bad.
Jackie Chan is like 80-something years old.
Is he?
Yes.
He looks great.
Also, the entire reason that there hasn't been a Rush Hour since the last one is because the director was accused by a dozen women of...
Brett Ratner.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they don't need, he doesn't have to be involved.
No. That was part of it.
Oh, well.
Yes. That's part of the deal.
Also, I believe Chris Tucker flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane
Yeah,
like
great.
dozens of times.
Yeah. Now he owes Trump.
What better time than now to get Chris Tucker back out on the silver screen?
Chris Tucker's the one person who knows the real deal about Donald Trump, and Trump's like, all right, what's it gonna take to get you to shut your fucking mouth? Rush Hour 4? You got it. I'll get the Ellisons on the phone. This is another thing. This is the fucking Ellisons and Trump reaching out to them and being like, hey, you know that gigantic media conglomerate that you own now because of me?
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if you could make Rush Hour. Barron loves it. He wants to see a new Rush Hour.
Yeah. Listen, that first Rush Hour is a great movie. I don't care what anyone says.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Don't you ever touch a black man's radio. It's got so many great lines.
So many great lines. We love it, don't we, folks?
That was, for a lot of people, that was the first Chinese person they'd ever seen in their damn lives.
That's right.
And, Jackie Chan, he really bridged cultures for all of us when we needed it most.
I believe the first one I saw was Rumble in the Bronx.
Which was clearly filmed in Vancouver. Clearly. That is not New York City.
Well, they got me because as a fucking 10-year-old or whatever, I didn't know what the Bronx looked
I didn't
like.
know New York had a gigantic fucking mountain range.
Yeah, it's the Adirondacks.
Yeah. Wow, they're bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Magician forgets password to his own hand after RFID chip implant.
So the story with this is like he had this trick where the RFID thing would bring up, I guess, an image that he had hosted online.
Yeah.
But because of the newly debuted age verification laws in the UK where he's based, the website that he had it posted on will no longer allow traffic from the UK because it was on Imager.
Oh.
And, they just take a shotgun blast to anything that could host pornographic content. So
I feel like he can get around this with a VPN.
the problem is he forgot the password to his chip, so he couldn't change the URL that it would forward to.
So he's basically a human NFT now.
Yeah, with no purpose.
Yeah.
You serve butter.
I guess you're going to have to remove the implant, Mr. Magician.
That's
Now you see it, now you don't.
right. Now you three me.
Campbell's Soup VP mocks poor people who buy its food in secret recording.
Yeah, the audio is pretty crazy. Just like, me and my friends ain't buying this shit.
This garbage, this fucking slop.
Yeah. They love visual slop. They'll love food slop too.
Yeah, I mean, if you're selling soup in cans, it's the one thing you probably shouldn't do.
You mean weapons of war? Not soup for my family.
Soup for my family.
But yeah, no, that's what these people actually think about you. So we should be taxing them.
We should.
Should tax them more. Yeah. Microsoft exec asks, why aren't more people impressed with AI? Damn it. We're putting it in everything and forcing it down your throat in every single interaction you make on the computer or your phone. Why is everyone so annoyed by this?
Maybe I'm just desensitized, but it feels like they're shoving it in our faces slightly less now.
No, it's just that it's more ubiquitous and you don't notice it.
I mean, I feel like with Google Docs for like 6 months there, every fucking time I opened a document, it was like, hey, you want to do some AI? But like now it doesn't do it anymore.
Maybe it finally listened to the dismiss button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like every fucking product. Hey, you want to do some AI?
No, I don't want that
Fuck
at all.
off.
There was even on NPR. I was listening to NPR earlier today, and they were doing a story about like it was a real estate company, and they just kept talking about how streamlined everything was because of AI, and they were just like readily admitting that all of the emails they write are not written by them; it's written by AI. And my first thought was, if I was in the market for dealing with a company like this, this would be an immediate turnoff, and I would never want to work with this company.
Oh, cool. So I'm never talking to a human.
No,
Anytime I'm talking to you.
bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is supposed to impress me? I'm supposed to be impressed?
Anyways, next headline.
Man divorces wife after she puts him in debt, sending $94,000 to male streamer.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around.
Yeah, she's a pay pig.
That's right.
She's a pay princess.
Apparently, he was saving this is like his life savings. He was trying to like afford.
What country did this happen?
China.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
shit.
yeah, shit. Yeah, bad luck. Bad luck. Well, I'm sure it won't happen again.
What kind of
Lesson learned.
streaming was it?
Probably one of those gotcha streamers.
Oh well, yeah, he definitely needs the money then.
Mm-hmm. For more gotchas.
You got to give him the money. He's got to gotcha.
And final headline for anyone out there who is worried about a little last minute seasoning. Officials, don't brine your turkey in the Great Salt Lake.
I feel like they say this every year.
And people still do it.
Yeah, people must say like, nice try.
They're trying, they know that there's a secret and they're trying to keep everyone away.
Well, I isn't it that the salt in Great Salt Lake is like not tasty and slightly poisonous, I believe. Like it's not NaCl.
Yeah.
It's
there's a bunch of different reasons. Mainly it's like a lot of litter because when you actually put it in, it just
gross.
gets taken away. Yeah. It's people leave it everywhere. It's just bad all around. So, and I'm assuming that it just does not taste good either. So it sounds pretty pointless in general. But if you're around the Great Salt Lake and you're thinking about throwing a turkey in, don't. But other than that, we hope you have a good holiday, even if you're not from America.
Do have a good holiday.
Enjoy the time off. I'm going to watch the parade with my friends and his family, his daughter, who gets very excited about the parade. She's still young enough that it's exciting, and so I'm going to cherish these moments.
Yeah.
Because it won't be too long before she's very bored and just doing something else.
She's going to be doing 6'7".
6'7".
Yeah.
I think I already asked her about that, and she was like, yeah, 6'7". I'm like, all right, cool.
She's still young enough that she wasn't immediately like, ugh, chuggy.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have a great holiday. In the meantime, we are thankful for you, and we'd be very thankful if you hit the thank button. Actually, we should have been promoting that the whole time. It's Thanksgiving. Hit the
Time
thanks
for
button.
you to give thanks by pressing the thanks button.
But really, all you have to do is
And
hit the
hype's giving.
Yes, hype's giving. Click the like button, leave a comment, put thanks in the comments below.
Yeah. It's
What are
giving thanks.
What are you thankful for in the comments below? There you go. That's a good inspiration. Now enjoy your weekend. We will be enjoying ours, and we will see you in a couple of days for a new episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.